What's up, Go to Ones? Frank from Go to Guild here, doing 5 teardowns today and one. Gonna go through their websites of these startups and see if we can understand what they do, if there's anything they can do better to explain themselves. Obviously, if you want me to do this more in depth for you or to gather customer feedback, that's what we do at Go to Guild. Hit us up, gotoguild.com. Checking out the first one, Timpani Roll. Traceable, traceable.ai. I gotta do the timestamp same time. I'm sorry. Gotta do it. It's the YouTuber life. Alright, one platform to secure every API. Discover, protect, and test all your APIs with Traceable. And there's pop-up, context-driven API security. Our team of API security experts is standing by. How can we help you today? Leave me alone. I don't like those pop-ups. Get a demo. So this background thing, bot detected, API cataloged. What else does it do? I actually don't know what that is. Sorry. API discovered. What is that? Interesting. So from this description, I think I basically understand it. It's like you have an API, you want to secure it, test it. I don't understand. Discover APIs. Like, it's like API just like magically appear or something? I don't know what that is about. I don't know the discover part. Maybe there's like internal APIs that people didn't document and didn't tell other people about. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Looks like they have some good customers. So all that's good for the hero. I actually like this background thing. It doesn't have to always be showing the exact product, but what you're getting out of it. Yeah. So I guess the basics of what they do is described decently well. Wonder what do we give this? I give it a 7.6. I think it's pretty solid. Yeah, I think the social proof helps a lot because I recognize some of these companies. For the rest of the page, what am I looking for?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
I guess I'd want to know kind of how this works. How do I implement this? What are the list of things you protect me against? Because the longer the list, the more likely I am to feel like I can't do that on my own. So it behooves Traceable to make it feel more complicated if it is, or show the complexity for somebody who might not be fully aware of all the risks you have in building an API. My last business, I did have an API component to it, so platforms that help to secure it, host it, document it, all those things were actually really helpful and useful. So let's check out the rest of the page. Traceable, advantage, contextual API security, API discovery, threat detection, uncover attackers and hunt threats, identify behavioral anomalies and lower your risk. Cool. Detect and block API attacks. Cool. Fraud and bot security, API security testing. Cool. These are the main things I would assume are important. I do like how all these like graphics are kind of leading to something. Powered by Traceable's OmniTrace engine. It's like this is our proprietary technology that makes it so much better than everything else. Okay, OmniTrace engine powers the Traceable API security platform made up of Stitch and Savant that act together. Collect, correlate, build context, and analyze your API environment. Stitch ingests, normalizes, and unifies data to deliver actionable insights. Okay. Cool. I think that's important for establishing that there's like a technology advantage to the company. Okay. Cool. Exactly what I was saying. Something that kind of solidifies all the different things that their tech does. Okay. basic stuff. Cool. Security teams trust Traceable. Social proof part. Okay, missed whatever that was. Java mitigates security risk by automatically identifying and blocking potential threats. Case study: 1,000 engineering hours saves, 50K APIs protected. Okay, I tried to click on the case study, but it moved. Axios Bank's journey to compromise API security with Traceable, 100% increased availability of APIs, 4 times more. Stop moving. Good God, I think. Usually I want these things to be clickable. Oh, I guess this maybe lets you click. Let me see this case study. I like that they put the big numbers in the top. I don't know. I just don't ever feel like reading these long case studies, to be honest. Maybe if I'm really, really sold, I'm going to read a full case study. But most people, I think, are just going to just read a quote, and it has to really impact. Traceable provides unprecedented speed to protect Informatica's entire API infrastructure with secure data. Jesus. Data flow across all environments. Cool. 60 plus FTE hours saved weekly. Cool. It like sounds useful. I think this is a type of business that's like you really need some scale for this to even make sense. And then the biggest question.
The most important thing is money.
Yeah, this seems like more enterprisey thing because there's no pricing. So it's probably expensive. Interesting. There's nothing about like implementation, so I'm curious how they focus on the technology being really powerful, but how exactly do you even, is it something developers are going to enjoy using? What's your developer experience like? I'm assuming this is going to be mostly used by devs to protect their stuff. Oh, there's a product demo video. Excuse me.
Modern applications have caused an explosion in the number of API needed for app development. API sprawl leads to a host of unsecured, orphan, shadow, rogue, or unknown APIs that may place your valuable data and services at risk from...
So that was the part that I feel like I wasn't fully sure about, because I guess I've never worked on an API at a big company. For me, every API was something we needed. We didn't just like build, I didn't just build random APIs. So I kind of can understand what this is about in this case. I wonder if some of this would be helpful at the start, because maybe some folks also have a similar concept that like all our APIs are documented, obviously. And maybe there's some bad behavior happening that you're not aware of, or not even that the idea of that is possible.
Threat actors. API Catalog delivers automatic and continuous API discovery for comprehensive visibility of all APIs, sensitive data flows, and risk posture, even as your environment changes. Traceable AI helps security teams understand their API risk exposure by proactively identifying vulnerable APIs.
Okay, I'm not watching that. It's interesting. This page just feels very different than homepage. Oh man, side scroll.
That one there was a violation.
Do not like that. I think maybe they like just redid the homepage and then they're gonna get to these other pages, I'm assuming. Hope. Discovering catalog of your entire API ecosystem, secure your APIs no matter where they live. Yeah, I think a little more on the problem, because you're gonna get because this is not like a self-serve product. Like you're gonna have less people. Somebody has to like self-identify that like, oh, this is a problem we have, in order for they're not just gonna like sign up and like kick the tires on this. Like they have to feel like, okay, this is already a big problem. Somebody might hit this page and say like, oh, we don't have that much like bot activity, or yeah, all our APIs are documented, so I don't know why we need API discovery. So they could self-select and say, oh, well, this is why we don't need these things. And I think framing the problem a little bit more probably will give them more of a case for people who might not think they need this, but probably do. So overall, I do like how they describe things. I love the design on this page. It kind of flows pretty well, better than some of these other pages. I'm gonna give it a 7.8. And that is Traceable. Traceable.ai. Give them a shout. Check them out. Tell them Frank sent you. Next up, Authentic Insurance. Authentic Insurance. Let's go. Okay. It's kind of hard to do both of these things at once, but working on my stand-up. Insurance for businesses on your platform. We create and manage an insurance company for you, helping you retain your customers, generate insurance commissions, and increase profits, all with one line of code. Okay.
God damn, homie.
Sounds pretty interesting. So they got a preview on the right. Cafe Cloud. Let's get you a Cafe Cloud insurance quote. Lenny's Beans. Okay. Operating in different states. Powered by Authentic. Okay. Cool. Kind of get it. Kind of curious who the customer is for this. Like, what are the places where this would make sense? What type of insurance are we talking about? I think this could probably go in a lot of different types of businesses, a lot of different types of insurance. So I'm assuming this is for like marketplace companies that have, maybe it's protecting transactions or something, or I don't know. I would want to see on the rest of this page, I would want to see some like industries where this makes a lot of sense, because maybe people have communities that would need this that probably aren't pushing this type of product. Curious what the commissions are like for this. So the basics I kind of get, but I give it a 7.2 because I think it could be a little bit clearer what like industries, at least a couple sample ones. But let's check out the rest of this page, see what they got. All right. Salon helper. Partner with Authentic is the easiest, fastest way to begin offering insurance to your customers. Good for you. Good for users. We call that a win-win. Improve economics. We monetize insurance for you through both recurring commission and the underwriting profit you will receive by owning your insurance program. Zero cost integration with just one line of code and minimal effort. You can start a branded insurance program. Your retention increases and your customers benefit from insurance that is hyper-tailored towards their business. Okay. Still don't really know who this is for. So I guess they have different, there's a coffee shop, a salon, or Cafe Cloud. I don't know what type of business Cafe Cloud is. Something related to coffee. Salon helper. Maybe it's like software for salons, and you could sell them insurance for their salon at the same time. Floral Fly insurance quote for a floor shop. Okay, that does have the business type. Barber shops. Coffee shop without cooking. Okay. I guess you get different type of insurance if you don't have to cook anything. I'm assuming it's less risk. How it works: create your captive, bed the widget, customer buys in minutes. Cool. Damn, that's the whole page. Okay. Yeah, I think this company is new, so I'm gonna try the widgets. I mean, this is like not that important to me at this point. Um, Again, this is the same thing with the last one. Like sometimes you have to establish the problem, or even for this one more what the opportunity is, and get enough surface area for people that, I mean, I don't know if every business realizes they have the capacity to sell insurance to as like a secondary product. What places it's good for. A couple people who've bought insurance or sold insurance through Authentic would be helpful for the social proof, what that did for their business, or why the customer base was aligned and needed insurance. Because I don't know. I guess I'm like lacking the creativity today to think of like, I'm thinking like an Airbnb or more B2B to C. I'm assuming are the, you know, the type of companies that would make sense. Anyway, yeah, it's missing that kind of like social proof aspect of it. The site looks okay. It's like very basic. I give it a 6.8. Mostly because it's short and I don't get a full idea of the type of business that succeeds by using Authentic. And I think sometimes putting out potential, industries can limit you because people will say, well, I don't match any of those, which I do think is a good thing. I think sometimes firing customers works out better in the long run because you're not wasting your time. 7.2, 6.8 on the 7.2 on the hero, 6.8 on the page. Check out AuthenticInsurance.com, and we're off to the next one. Drum roll, please. Transcend, next gen privacy management. Transcend's unified privacy and data governance platform helps companies of all sizes, from Fortune 500s to high-growth startups, better govern their data. Simplifying compliance, cutting costs, and improving business resilience. Gotta love the business resilience. All about it. Okay. Data flows by purpose. What?
What the hell did you just say?
Data flows by purpose. 6% analytics. 70% no consent needed. I don't know what that's about. Am I missing some of this? I am missing some of this. I'm not gonna be able to see it properly. Oh well. It's a little bit cut off with the spacing is weird. There's a lot of white space on the left side for seemingly no reason, but okay. Next gen privacy management. Data governance platform helps companies of all sizes govern their data. Don't know. Sorry, I don't know what that means really. So it's like your users can manage their data. I redact. So I see a little bit. I don't know what find PHI in Salesforce means. Find another email in Salesforce. This is also just like, it seems like, I don't know. maybe I'm not really supposed to look at this. This is why it's cut off and not really framed to be looked at, I guess. Scrub social security numbers from GPT-4. Okay. I'm really big on compliance stuff, so that part kind of piques my interest. I just don't really get what this product is. I mean, I guess it's just like ensuring you're not leaking private info in different places in Salesforce and GPT-4, I'm assuming. I don't know what, I honestly don't know what data flows by purpose means. So what are we giving Transcend, team? What are we giving Transcend? It's a dilemma. I'm giving a straight 7.0 because I don't fully think I get it yet. But let's figure out the rest.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
What does this enable your company to do exactly? What's like the flow of data that we're talking about? And I guess what are the things you're protecting us against? Because that's the compliance part. What are the compliance risks that maybe we aren't thinking about, that we should be thinking about, or not having to think about if we just use Transcend? And they raised $40 million. I just noticed that at the top.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
It's a lot of money. A lot of junior bacon cheeseburgers. But let's check out the rest of the page. Got some big names on there. Drive incredible results with a unified data governance platform. Data privacy governance. Unlock new business opportunities with a seamless and unified data privacy governance platform for automated and future-proof compliance. Artificial intelligence governance. Observe, control, and manage risks of large language model technology deployments across the enterprise, helping your teams innovate with confidence.
What the hell did you just say?
I actually did understand that. I just like that quote. This is what I get. Unlock new business opportunities with a seamless and unified data privacy governance platform for automated and future-proof compliance. It's not that I don't understand it. It's just, it's not really like saying anything that's impacting. This is very text heavy. It just seems very basic on the text. This is unreadable. Adopt new AI technologies with confidence. Deploying AI securely is critical to business growth. Building a new frontier of AI governance and empowers companies to accelerate AI adoption and innovation with confidence. Great angle. I don't know why that's not in there. If that's like the main thing, that seems like one of the main things. Gain real-time visibility in AI deployments. Experience a single view to audit AI across your business. Assess usage and risks. Okay. I think this is a big one. The AI governance stuff, making sure that, you know, you're using the stuff securely, fact checking BS that LLMs will say with confidence. Like, there's just so much not like this. The dystopia. The next season of Black Mirror is like, they don't even just need to copy and paste the news on AI stuff right now. Privacy governance, transform privacy management. Modern companies need a technical privacy architecture that can scale to meet evolving needs and regulatory requirements. Use Transcend's unified privacy platform to streamline privacy operations. It's way too much text. I feel like I'm reading, but most people are not. Automated data mapping, full stack consent management. Feel better customer experiences and business outcomes with the only consent management solution. Show me how that, what the flow of that is. That's what I'm not getting. I'm not really understanding the flow of how this happens. So it's like a customer says like, hey, don't include me in XYZ part of your AI tools, or you get to set your standards of how you want things to be managed. Database and SaaS integrations. Okay. 7 million access and erasure requests fulfilled to date. That's nice.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Makes it easy for top companies to meet privacy compliance. Transcend's platform is built with automation at its core, table stakes for any modern global company. Table stakes. But it's the extensibility, flexible developer tooling, and knowledgeable support and engineering teams that make it easily adaptable to the edge cases. Massive user volumes and tight timelines every enterprise company is faced with. Transcend makes privacy compliance more manageable, even fun.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Alex. For me, this is like a random thing for me. Anytime a testimonial mentions how good their support is, it's like that always seems like a red flag for me. This may not be justified, but obviously with enterprise software, you're going to need to interact with people a little bit more. It's a little bit more hands-on. I get it. But the core of what you want people to be talking about is how great your product is, not that like something was screwed up and they had to talk to support, and support wasn't just, I mean, that's like getting a, I don't know, like a B- on an exam to me is what, like the support is really great. It's like, okay, but if things were working better or communicated better, that wouldn't be the main thing you're talking about. But anyway, that's more of a me thing. GoFundMe. Adopting and implementing Transcend's consent product. It's one of the smoothest technology implementations we've done. Wow. That's great. Within hours, we were getting valid information that allowed us to instantly see most used cookies and data flows and easily separate data flows by domain. We're confident in our current and future consent management compliance. That's the quote. Screw this. I honestly want to see somebody do that. Put your damn testimonial at the top of the page, because that made this made the most sense. I'm like, cool. I get it now. That put it together for me. And I think the problem here is that there's so many different products. Now I'm seeing it. There's so many products. How do you describe this whole suite of products? That's not an easy challenge. I saw Pulumi has a similar thing. There's a lot of products to talk about. So how do you put it together? Let's just check out consent management and see. Complete coverage. I guess it's kind of hard to visualize some of this stuff because I'm assuming these are kind of like API driven technologies, but I just wish there was a little bit better way to surface what we're talking about. Like, how does this consent appear on the page for GoFundMe? Like, I would do a case study with them and say, this is the product we have, this is what it looks like to users, and the only reason we were able to do this and implement it so quickly is because Transcend's APIs. These are the 4 APIs we ended up implementing. It took us a couple hours to do that, and it was really seamless. Like, that to me would be a good one. And it seems like if they have case studies like this, it's probably pretty easy for their salespeople to go and hit up the big guys. But when you're talking about the page, does the page sell like your salespeople are going to sell? Probably not. It probably is not there. Transcend has saved us from countless hours of manual data point labeling, missing systems in privacy requests, and downstream gaps in consent preference management. Their dedicated partnership gives us confidence that we can continue to manage privacy projects efficiently and handle new requests. Privacy is no longer a cost center, which means we're driving value to the business. Hey, I like that. I like the format of this. Yeah, this is the thing that's selling me. Connect with an expert. Stands for companies that want a governance platform that is precise, flexible, and sensitive to business strategy. Whether you need to streamline a process or contribute to a new business initiative, we're here to help. Cool. All right. Got some publications they're in. You should link to the publications. It's like an easy upgrade so people can feel more confident. Just be able to see these articles that you say exist. I assume they do. This page has too much text on it. These pictures are too small. And I think they could... Do they have case studies? Of course, every B2B place has... Ooh, by regulation. These guys. Smart. That is friggin' smart. I've never seen this on any... There's a bunch of compliance companies that don't do it by... Damn, I love this. Yeah, the more specific you can create some of these pages, it's probably going to help with their SEO as well. Because somebody probably, somebody in companies like, oh crap, we got to handle this. We got to get compliance for Graham Leach Bliley Act. I bet probably Vanta and others have specific legislation that matters to them, that they're thinking about. Yeah, this part looks a little bit better to me. At least it's, giving a little bit more insight into how it's implemented. No, I love that. I love that by use case, by strategy. Oof. Whoever the hierarchy of stuff here is like really well done. Where's the case studies though? It's kind of buried. There's just a lot of shit here. I think that's the problem. Like, it's not like all of this stuff is like useless, but it's kind of overwhelming how many things are in their menu. Just think about that. There's just like decision fatigue. I think case studies are they got a lot of them. Patreon. Okay, I'm kind of getting distracted. Yeah, the more I looked, the more I liked the business for sure. We give it an 8.7. I think there's some basic stuff to update there, and maybe it might be good for them to just like even pare down a lot of these options, because it's a lot. I'm curious if there's like particular pages that are doing better than others. I think the hierarchy that they have in their menu, some of that could be shown in the page a little bit better, so maybe people can make a decision and not have them search through menus. But yeah, pretty good. 7.0 on the hero, 8.7 on the page. That is Transcend. And next up, Valar Labs. Clap it up for Valar Labs. Valar, not to be confused with the Range Rover. Analyzing the tumor to predict cancer treatment response. Our diagnostics use AI to interpret solid tumors, so physicians and patients can make evidence-based decisions about cancer treatments. Awesome. Very important. Cancer has claimed the lives of quite a few people in my family, including my godmother. Rest in peace. Her funeral is next week, so this is definitely top of mind. Um, yeah, this image on the right. Um, I don't really know. I guess it's trying to. This is not an easy thing to visualize. Um, Analyzing tumors and predict cancer treatment response, like that is incredible. Like this company, hopefully they've raised hundreds of millions of dollars because they need more of them. But this image, I think when I first saw it, I was like, oh, maybe this is trying to you're testing out different things to see which ones are going to respond. But I don't know if that really describes that. Maybe if things were going red and green, so it's like, okay, this is working, this is not working, that might help. But the more I look at it, the more it just seems like a random cool image. Yeah, I don't really fully get what that's about. But copy is solid. Understand what they're about. They didn't try too hard to confuse me. Yeah, so we're gonna give this 7.6. It's not too bad. Let's check out the rest of the page. Clap it up for them. Tackling a good problem. An important problem, not a good problem. Our vision for more informed patients and physicians. Why most people don't have a vision or mission? Most sites don't have vision or mission on their homepage, and it does say something when you have it on the homepage. Like, this is something important to me. It's like you're putting the most important information at the top, things to get you to read the next part. So if this is important, you probably should have this. Our mission is to remove the uncertainty from cancer treatment decisions so physicians and patients don't have to make educated guesses about therapy selection. Because that's what me and my mom had to do. It's like, let's just try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Man, let's just try this. That was the end of my mom's life. It was just trying a bunch of different things with no clear idea of why. Our AI diagnostics deliver unparalleled insights into the tumor microenvironment and its downstream effects. This needs titles. Provide clear and actionable reports indicating the likelihood of therapeutic response. Oh, they got the little scrolly thingy. Patients and their loved ones can make confident decisions based on unique evidence. Physicians are empowered to make informed treatment decisions that improve the likelihood of success. Vesta is the only bladder cancer diagnostic that predicts treatment response to BCG using routine histology. Interesting. Let's see the evidence. Let's see it. Reliable AI to analyze pathology slides and predict response to PCG. The standard of care in high-grade non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Okay. I mean, the injection of Vesta has been transformative to my practice. The ability to predict which of my patients won't respond to BCG and route them to an alternative is a paradigm shift in bladder cancer treatment. Its seamless integration into our existing workflows has also been invaluable. It's one of those interesting things, like, how do you measure success? Like, how do you know? I guess you can see, because you can't go back and test. Yeah, I don't know how you test that. But if there's a way, it would be helpful to have that. I don't know if this really is gonna do it. And does the Vesta score give reasoning for why their score is what it is? Yeah, how much does a test cost? They don't even say. Okay. I guess it's different. Pricing for this type of stuff is always challenge. Got $22 million. Probably need a lot more than that. But that's a good start. I think crazy how $22 million can be like, it's actually not that much for what they're trying to do. Valar was founded to remove uncertainty from treatment decisions. Today, therapy selection is filled with uncertainty for oncologists and patients. Yep. Who is this guy? Wait, is that not even the guy? Ooh. That's just a stock image of a guy. No way. Who is this guy? About Us. That's got to be somebody on your team, right? Bald head, glasses, and what? Come on. Maybe he's one of the doctors and I missed him. Maybe it's this guy like 10 years ago or something. Do they look the same? I don't think they look the same. No, that's a different guy. Why is the stock image being used there? Come on, guys. Cool. Let's go back to this company page. AI and oncology. Had me there. Biomedical engineer, computer scientist. He's done medical technology before. Some tech guys. Craig Darling. What a last name, man. I'm Mr. Darling. I'm just Mr. Darling. Just so amazing. That's a dope last name. I can't lie. I don't really know who this page is for. It's kind of like describing general business. I think that's the other thing with some of these like page reviews. It really depends on what the goal is of the page. Is it to, this part is for partnerships, work with leading pharmaceutical companies, deploying our AI algorithms to advance R&D programs. So like figuring out those needs kind of changes the approach to the page. I kind of get what they do. I don't know if it yeah, I don't really know what the goal is at this point, so it's kind of hard. This is not like it's not a typical product where it's clear who's gonna sign up, like who's signing up for this or how they're talking about it. So yeah, it's hard for me to give any other feedback on it, because I think it's probably hearing more from doctors on how this is used. I think that probably needs to go on this page. I think I saw it somewhere else, right? I forget where I saw it, but I think it's on the Vesta page. It's one of their products. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of FAQs, so that wasn't the greatest, but yeah, solid page to start. I'd probably move some stuff from this page over to the home page because it gives a better idea of how it impacts. I really like how Rad AI did their video talking about different stakeholders, and it kind of did a whole top to bottom review of what they do. That to me worked a little bit better than static page. This is not something that's simple, and maybe text is not the best medium, for explaining this stuff. But props to Valor Labs, valorlabs.com. Give them a round of applause. Now, next up, last one, Remark. Bring the in-store experience online. Bring the in-store experience online. What am I thinking of when I hear that? Somebody guiding me through a store. Somebody asking me what my needs are. saying, hey, I'm going to climb Kilimanjaro. I've never done it before. I need some equipment. Well, have you thought about getting some socks? Because your feet are going to be frozen and you're not going to feel your toe for a week if you don't buy the right socks. So I definitely recommend these and this and this and this. That's kind of what I'm expecting. In-store experience. Get stuff quickly, maybe. But let's see. With Remark, make every shopper feel like a VIP by pairing them with real experts when product insight is needed most. Shopping is a journey, and shoppers need a guide. Great copy. How you're making people feel. And maybe like not really a hot take, but shopping is a journey and shoppers need a guide. It's like, I'm telling you, this is what they need. I like the confidence in the copy. I thought that was really good. So you got Fred G, a SID expert, a slid expert, ski expert. Christ, I can't read. Image is a little bit blurry. I said a ski expert from Jackson Hole. Okay. So I guess Remark can like get these people on demand and they could rep 5 different ski companies at the same time and give people suggestions. I guess they would need to understand the product catalog for each company though. So I was just thinking about the operations of how this works. But hey, I want to get into backcountry skiing, but I have no idea where to start. Amazing. I would go for something that has good balance of weight and performance. You probably want something a little bit of rocker and tips for the POW. Don't know what that is.
What the hell did you just say?
But that's the point. I love the design. It's the cookies. Oh, man.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You can eat my cookies. It's fine. Cool. Yeah. Can I click this? I can't. That's just a preview. Cool. I do like how they did their little preview here. Totally explains it. The left gives you the context of why it's important. Why shoppers going to look for it. The design is nice. This company has a good product marketing team, or just good marketing people generally. Okay, I missed this. Short on time, watch a 1-minute overview video here instead. I don't know why this is like a text link. They could put a little preview thing. Remark in 50 seconds. I'm into that. Yeah, I put this whole image a little bit smaller underneath that button.
Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 woo!
I like the video. It's a little bit too much like Requiem for a Dream. It's like super fast, moving around, makes you feel like we did some drugs or something. But yeah, it also helps to explain the kind of interplay between customer, brand, and expert. I think it does make a lot of sense. I would be interested to know if, because I think in general when people are shopping, they like independent experts that compare products against each other. So the incentive for that person is to tell the truth as much as possible, because if they tell the truth, then people trust them, and people go have a good experience, and people trust them, and then come back and watch their content. People will recommend their content because it's like, okay, I trust this influencer or this person who's an expert in skiing because every time I've like bought something, they've suggested something good for me. So I guess I'm curious about the types of companies, because let's say if it's like skis and my company sells its own brand of skis, do I really want an expert on my page saying, well, you're a beginner, you probably should go with the other company? You know what I mean? How do you protect that authenticity component? And yeah, validate that expert's independence. I think that's an important part. But I really like this hero. It's probably the best one out of the group, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm gonna give this. This is like because I didn't like how they did that link thing. I think it should have been a button underneath, a pop-up. I'm giving it an 8.8, which is a pretty damn good score. Yeah, don't be mad at that. 8.8 is about as good as you're gonna get. And we're gonna check out the rest of the page. Clap it up. Clap it up. Ooh, 45 brands. Generate millions in GMV. Okay. Cool. I'll take your word for it. Shoppers need a tailored experience. Trustworthy guidance.
Wait a minute.
Takes the guesswork out of shopping online. Good God, I cannot read. How experienced are you? Ask qualifying questions. Pair the right experts. Author amazing. Wait, what? Excuse me? Once a conversation over, we'll upcycle that one-on-one synchronous content into dedicated landing pages for... Get the... What?
Bruh.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. That makes sense. But... damn, I never thought of that. It's like you have a customer conversation. It's like, okay, somebody else is also struggling with that, so let's make a landing page. And then it links to the same stuff, and then you could still pay the expert for clicks through that. Okay. Okay. All right. I see you, Remark. Shoppers who chat buy more. Stoppers who chat buy. I don't know. Need some other punctuation or something in there. Experts drive conversions. Live conversation is the most effective way to answer shoppers' questions and ensure they make it through checkout. Maximize your marketing dollars to ensure that there's someone there to help customers go the last mile. Ask me about strollers. 12 strollers reviewed. Shoppers want to feel heard. Online visitors unique, so why are you giving them one size fits all experience? Alright, give your products a voice. Since I don't know, choosing material, blah blah blah. I don't care. Happy customers are forever customers. Liberty made their remark. Okay, testimonial time. Liberty Skis needed a way to guide shoppers online. Through live chat and direct guidance, shoppers seek advice on models, length, and performance. Have been able to connect with Remark's experts around the clock. Remark has transformed the way we interact with our shoppers. We know that our customers purchase more appropriate products and purchase more frequently when we connect with them directly, and Remark has enabled these connections on a massive scale, dramatically increasing both customer satisfaction and revenue. Okay, I guess it's for when you have a bunch of products. You need to probably, if you only have like 3 SKUs, this is probably useless. Even if we're doing high volume, it's probably useless. So I think probably have to segment and see what are those type of companies? I'm guessing it's mostly product, e-commerce focus businesses. 'Cause, I mean, honestly, I could see it for like SaaS services too, but that's if it's across brands, not just within one brand that you're allowed to make suggestions. Okay. Okay. Hill Sound, Cocopelli. What our clients say, our clients have seen a 12% increase in site-wide conversion rate. Like this kind of, I don't like this format because it's like, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, we got testimonials, so don't worry about it. We don't actually want you to read, like, why? I'm not going to read a testimonial that's halfway cut off. So it's like, you don't really want me to read it. You just want me to know that, like, there's some people that like it. Some case studies. Man, their designer is great. Yeah, I figured it was more these e-commerce. Yeah, this is how you do it with the video.
Hey everybody, got.
I'll probably move it up top or even put it up here. But this is probably the best designed case study page because it's not too long. It's well titled. Got the major results. Yeah, this is textbook, well done case study page. If you use them, we integrate with them with one click. Okay, make every visitor a VIP. I like that tagline. Let me meet the team. What you got here? Do they all ski or something? Seems like the ski companies are the main customers to start. Okay, what about the team though? Okay, so this is the about page. My bad. On a mission, it's easy to get lost in marketing jargon, KPIs, annoying acronyms. Preach. Preach. Yeah, I'm with that. I was trying to find a confirmation sound. I couldn't find it. Oh, man. Wanted to make it easier for people to enter new hobbies, pursue new interests, and explore this wild world we live in. Cool. I like the vibes on this team. 2 years building product, 100K, 45 brand partners. Gear, we obsess over the intricacies of what some might consider the mundane manual photo lenses, Japanese cutlery, surfboard designs. You know, come to think of it, like when I go into a store, that is the experience that I like. When it's somebody that clearly is nerding out about a particular topic and can, you know, you go to a bookstore because the person at the bookstore is well read and they've seen a lot of things. Maybe this would be good for some of those places where it's hard to describe the product, right? It's like a book is not just like what it's about, but it's like the person, they need somebody who's read it to recommend it. That's why people trust those book recommendations more than it means something to people when they get those recommendations, because it shows a level of thought and care. I get it. I think this is good. Aligned AI, customer centricity. They're saying all the right things, you know. Investors. Bryn Putnam, legend. I know some other people. I don't know anybody else here. Stripe, obviously. Yeah, I think sometimes the e-commerce experience is kind of lame, you know? So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the product. I think they could even lean into this more, because they have testimonials of the companies, but what about the like end user testimonials? What are the end users saying? That's really what this is about. It's like, are there any of those things? Like, wow, I was really able to get started because of chatting with somebody on Pearl Izumi. You know, be interesting if they could figure a way to work that in there. But yeah, who are these experts? Yeah, I think the next part I would add to this page is the different industries, because it seems very focused on, you know, these type of like extreme, not like extreme, but like outdoor sports gear related e-commerce companies. But I'm sure their pitch to their investors is something bigger than that. So I'll probably go out and try to get a couple marquee names in like completely different types of places. It could be electronics, any like aggregated store, like a B&H Photo, for example. B&H Photo has a customer support widget, which is probably a good customer for them. They have a support widget where there's somebody in the office at B&H that video chats with people, you know, and it's like helping you figure out gear and stuff that's like very intricate, and you have to really be a photo video person to know why you would choose a certain type of lens or whatever it is. Those kind of companies I think would make a lot of sense, but spending way too much time on this one. I really liked it. I'm giving them a 9.3. Which is the best of the day. Goated. Officially a goated website. Remark. If I was working with Remark, I would work on a little bit more of like other industries, do a little customer discovery, talking to some businesses that maybe have at least, first thing is like having a ton of SKUs is important. And I try to identify what the real need is. Is it that the people are coming in, they're getting a lot of beginners who, you know, need to figure out the right product? Is that a problem that should be solved through this, or should you just have, you know, a Remark widget for picking the right products? Are the conversations that people are having through Remark similar? And do they indicate, because I'm assuming if it wasn't Remark, it would go through support. So are there any patterns that say, well, maybe you should organize the stuff in your store this way as a consequence of doing some of these interviews, and essentially doing these like customer interviews through Remark? I have a lot of questions I would ask their customers, but I think the biggest thing is like finding some other different industries to show the impact of something like this. But it's definitely my favorite company of the week so far. So well done, Remark. And that is it for today. How long have we been doing this? Damn, we did a whole hour. Yeah, that's it for me. Hope you had a great time. Let me do this one. Oh, there's timestamp. It's hard to do the timestamps and talk to y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it from Go to Guild. If you need consistent customer feedback, getting an independent source to talk to your users and stakeholders, bringing new insights every month. That's what we like to do. It's fun for me. I really enjoy it. And create new pages, landing page copy, customer testimonials, kind of having a continuous function for that at a cheaper price than hiring a full-time person to worry about all that stuff. It's kind of my goal, because I think it does help build better products, and that's kind of what I've been caring about for most of my life. So hit us up, go to guild.com, book a consultation time. Happy to chat with anybody. If you're having issues, just need somebody to talk to, I'm here for your homies. As always, brush your teeth, walk in the corner, check out go to guild.com. Denbo out.